Hello everyone, I'm Raven from Raven Comics, and today we will start uploading some Teen Titans comics. This time, it will be about Damian Wayne trying to gather his new team. We begin in Los Angeles. Beast Boy was at a party, and from afar, someone was watching him. With the intention of impressing a girl, Beast Boy decides to enter the water and transform. After taking the form of a shark, the girl gets scared and rushes out of the water. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure approaches. Upon reaching Beast Boy, he electrocutes him. The stranger simply says, "One down, 3 to go." Now we move to the Caribbean. Starfire has traveled there with the intention of working. She remembers asking Dick Grayson to join her, but he refused, arguing that he couldn't abandon Gotham City. In the same place, a boy suddenly screams for help. Someone is trying to kidnap him. Without hesitation, Starfire rushes to his aid. She fires one of her attacks at the person attempting to take the boy. Then, as she approaches the criminal, she tells him that she will deal with him. To her surprise, the kidnapper says that someone paid him to do it. Starfire wonders who could have ordered such a thing. As she turns around, someone comes from behind and shocks her, leaving her unconscious. Next, we head to New York City. Raven has just entered a museum. She went there only to be in communion with her sadness. She recalls her painful past, how the demon Trigon seduced her mother. She is the result of that tragic union. Raven wishes to escape this hell. As she leaves the room, someone strikes her in the neck. Raven is trying to flee from all those tormenting memories. As she walks forward, she sees a demon standing before her. But it is nothing more than a vision. Raven loses consciousness. The mysterious figure appears once more. He tells Raven that she may be powerful, but she is far too fragile. Meanwhile, in Central City, Wally West is busy capturing criminals. After dealing with a few, he notices a boy lying on the ground. Kid Flash approaches him to help. However, it was a trap. The boy on the ground releases a gas, causing Wally to pass out. That same night, in an unknown location, we see Wally, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Raven. They are being held as prisoners. Beast Boy attempts to use his powers, but is electrocuted as soon as he tries to transform. Suddenly, Damian appears before them. It's time to understand why they were all gathered. Robin tells them that he just proved he is superior to all of them. He also comments that he expected them to put up more of a fight. Damian mocks them. He has studied each of them thoroughly, and none pose a threat to him, not even Raven. Tired of Damian's arrogance, Starfire does everything she can to break free. Raven notices the fury inside her. Finally, Starfire succeeds, and the others are freed as well. After all, Starfire is no one's prisoner. She then asks the others to follow her. Starfire attacks Robin. Beast Boy transforms and prepares to fight Goliath, but he is struck hard. To defend himself, Beast Boy shifts into an octopus and wraps himself around Kid Flash. Now it's Raven's turn to act. She steps forward to fight Robin's pet. Using her powers, Raven tells Goliath that he doesn't really want to fight them, that he is too tired for this. With a few more words, Raven puts Goliath to sleep. Now they all stand before Robin. Starfire demands an explanation and also insists he apologize. Damian simply says, "See? Individually, you are weak, but together, you are strong. If you all join forces, you could form a new super team." As expected, Damian is just like his father. He never thinks he's wrong. He is Robin, the son of Batman, and these are the new Teen Titans. No one seems interested in being part of a team that includes Damian. Starfire questions why they should follow him. He tells them that if they don't, they will all be dead soon. To prove it, Damian shows them an image where they are all marked as targets by an unknown enemy. Robin explains what happened. On his recent birthday, someone sent him a gift. When he opened it, he found a letter and a dead bird inside. The letter read, "You are only alive to celebrate your birthday because I allowed it. Come home. The time has come for you to fulfill your legacy or die." Damian knows who sent it, his grandfather. Meanwhile, on Infinity Island, everyone must stand before Ra's al Ghul. The leader of the League of Shadows addresses his best students. Today is the day of their graduation. They are finally about to become part of the most lethal elite assassins the League has ever known. To do so, they must complete one final mission. Their hunt begins today. Damian remembers his birthday. It was a rainy day. His mother arrived, simply wanting to wish him a happy birthday. Talia urges him to celebrate. Her son is becoming a man. But Damian rejects the idea. He still doesn't feel like a man, not until he does something that makes people see him differently. Talia asks if his grandfather sent him a gift. Damian tells her that he didn't receive a gift, only a threat. His mother tells him that he still has time to mend old wounds. His grandfather could still welcome him into the league. But Damian knows that's what his mother wants, not him. She admits it. After all, she wants him by her side. Now, Damian must decide who he wants to be in this life. The son of Talia and the grandson of Ra's al Ghul, or the son of Batman. Damian doesn't know what to choose. His mother reminds him that he's not the only one celebrating his 13th birthday. The Demon's Fist will soon begin their ceremonial hunt, and then they will come for Robin. Damian knows what that means. They are coming for him. His mother prepares to leave, but before she goes, she leaves him a gift. Damian is not the only one in danger. The Demon's Fist will come for them all. Talia gives him something to protect himself. Then she walks away, leaving Damian alone in the rain. In the distance, the gift she left him can be seen. Back in the present, Robin explains that the Demon's Fist is a school of assassins led by none other than Ra's al Ghul himself. They are nothing more than brainwashed tools, only knowing violence. The Fist of the Demon has gathered data on all of them. Thanks to that, they have anticipated the Teen Titans as a threat. Robin introduces the members of the Fist of the Demon. The first is Blank, who can shapeshift. His target is Beast Boy. The second is Stone, someone with super strength, protected by a rocky armor. His target is Starfire. The third is Plague, whose sickly touch can rust metal, rot wood, crumble stone, and decompose flesh. His target is Raven. The fourth is Night Storm, who can manipulate the weather at will. His target is Kid Flash. The last is Mara, an expert swordswoman with a brilliant mind. Her target is Robin. All of them form the team known as the Fist of the Demon. If the Teen Titans want to survive, they will have to face them all. Starfire asks how Damian knows so much about Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins. Damian responds that he is Batman. Immediately, everyone laughs. Robin corrects himself, saying that he is the son of Batman. Everyone knows Damian has an inflated ego. Raven enters his mind and realizes that deep down, he believes he could one day become Batman. However, there is a conflict within him. Damian is afraid of becoming evil as well. Robin gets angry and demands that she get out of his head. After a lecture from Starfire, Robin tells them they have no choice: fight together or die alone. Suddenly, someone tells them there is a third option. They can die together. The Fist of the Demon has arrived. Robin is shocked. They weren't supposed to find him so quickly. This isn't how he planned it. The battles begin. The first fight is between Beast Boy and Blank. Mark transforms into a tiger, and Blank shapeshifts into Beast Boy, leaving him stunned. Then Blank takes the form of Tim Drake. Meanwhile, Starfire is fighting against Stone. She lands powerful blows on him. Starfire is strong, but he's even stronger. He punches her and sends her flying. Goliath tries to help but is powerless against him. Raven battles Plague. The daughter of Trigon tries to use her powers. Plague attempts to touch her to inflict damage, but Raven dodges and appears behind her. Meanwhile, Kid Flash tries to evade Nightstorm's attacks. Wally still hasn't mastered the Speed Force. Because of this, he feels like he won't be able to do much. His opponent takes advantage of this insecurity and strikes him with a tornado. Mara engages Damian. She tells him that he's not as smart as he thinks. She says he made a mistake gathering the Teen Titans and bringing them in front of her. Damian tells her that it wasn't a mistake, he has managed to form a team. Mara responds that he already had a team, but he thought he was too good for them. Starfire asks what's going on. Mara removes her mask and reveals that Robin was one of them. He was the leader of the Fist of the Demon. After all, that was what his grandfather Ra's al Ghul wanted. The Teen Titans, upon hearing this, lash out at Robin. Raven understands that he must choose between his father or his grandfather. Robin tries to escape. Mara notices and activates several bombs. Explosions erupt. Robin flees with Goliath and tells the others to follow him. No one follows. The blasts cause the cave to start collapsing. Raven uses her powers to protect the others from being crushed. To their surprise, Robin returns. Raven is exhausted from using her powers like that. Starfire helps her into the ship. Then she tells Robin that he is a difficult person to trust. Robin tells her it's fine. No more secrets. He had a choice: follow the path of the greatest crime lord or the world's greatest detective. Damian has chosen Batman. Robin is about to leave and tells the Teen Titans to get ready. For now, they manage to escape, but they know the Fist of the Demon won't stop until they are eliminated. Later, Damian begins to remember his past. A long time ago, he was the leader of the Fist of the Demon. Mara was fighting against her cousin, but she could never defeat him. No matter how many times they clashed, Damian always emerged victorious. Ra's al Ghul stood behind him, applauding his grandson Damian. The leader of the League tells him that he grows prouder of him every day. Mara hears this. Feeling jealous of Damian, she attacks him by throwing one of her blades at him. Damian effortlessly dodges it. Then he counters, using the same blade to strike her, injuring one of her eyes. Damian mocks her, telling her that it will leave a scar. Every time she looks in the mirror, she will remember that Damian was always better than her. Back in the present, the Teen Titans are aboard a ship. Beast Boy knows they just got beaten badly. Robin tells him to calm down. They weren't ready to fight the Fist of the Demon. That won't happen again. Damian asks to speak privately with Wally. He tells him that the Fist of the Demon found them because Mara planted a tracking device on Wally West. After some shouting from Kid Flash, Robin manages to remove the tracker from his body. As they move forward without a plan, Raven suggests asking Batman and the others for help. Robin immediately refuses. They have to handle this without Batman, Nightwing, or Flash. All of them see the Teen Titans as just a bunch of kids. If Robin and the others don't solve this problem themselves, that's how they'll be seen forever. The team arrives in a forest. Raven uses her powers to create a small fire. Then, they have a conversation where each of them reveals dark parts of their past. After Raven shares her origins and the situation with her father, Robin feels a connection with her. He knows that no matter what he does, his grandfather will always be a part of his life, just like Trigon is for Raven. Maybe neither of them can change their true origins, but they can work together to prevent darkness from taking over them. The conversation ends, and Robin moves away from the camp, climbing onto his pet Goliath. Then he and his pet leave the place. Damian knows he can put an end to this once and for all. Back at the camp, Beast Boy suddenly feels the urge to go to the bathroom. As he steps away, he notices Damian sneaking out of the area, so he decides to follow him. In San Francisco, the Fist of the Demon barely managed to survive the explosion. Some of them are severely injured. Stone angrily confronts Mara for detonating the bombs. They almost died. Mara doesn't care about any of that. The only thing she cares about is killing Robin, so that she can become the sole heir to the League of Shadows. Back to Robin. After traveling some distance, he finally reaches Infinity Island. Damian is about to meet with his grandfather. He tells Goliath to leave, but the creature refuses to abandon him. After some insulting words from Robin, Goliath finally departs. Further ahead, Damian climbs up to meet his grandfather. Ra's al Ghul is surprised to see him. Damian asks him to call back the Fist of the Demon and forgive the Teen Titans. In exchange, Robin will be loyal to Ra's al Ghul forever. The leader tells Robin that he is his grandson, his legacy. Ra's al Ghul placed all his hopes in him, and Damian betrayed him. Ra's al Ghul grabs him by the neck and asks if he truly believes he will be forgiven after abandoning the League of Shadows. After saying this, he takes Damian to his lair. From a distance, Beast Boy witnesses everything and decides to return to the Teen Titans. Back with Damian, his grandfather demands the truth. Why is he really here? Damian repeats his request. He wants to return to the League of Shadows. The leader doesn't believe him and places him in front of the mirror of truth. Who is Damian? Is he the true successor of the League of Shadows, or will he follow in Batman's footsteps? Damian repeats himself. He is here to surrender to the League, and all he asks in return is that the Fist of the Demon ceases their attack on the Teen Titans. The leader responds, "Why should I grant your request when you can do it yourself?" The Fist of the Demon has returned home. Mara and her team are here. She welcomes her cousin. Mara is about to attack him, but before she can strike, Robin interrupts her and challenges her to a trial by combat. If he wins, she must stop pursuing the Teen Titans. But if he loses, he will die, and she will live knowing she is a worthy leader of the Fist of the Demon. Meanwhile, Beast Boy has returned to his teammates. He informs them about Robin's situation. The Teen Titans remember what happened with Tim Drake. They couldn't do anything to prevent his death. Today they are about to lose another Robin. So they decide to reunite as a team and go rescue their new friend. On Infinity Island, the cousins are about to fight. Mara pressures Damian, reminding him that this time, Daddy Batman and Mommy Talia won't be there to protect him. The battle begins. Their swords clash. Mara says she has changed a lot. She's no longer the weak girl she once was. Now she's stronger and faster. While she has become more powerful, Damian has become weaker. From a distance, their grandfather enjoys the battle. Mara may be stronger, but Robin is still smarter. He uses his sword to cut off a piece of rock from the cave ceiling, making it fall into the lava and splash onto Mara's mask. The distraction gives Robin an opportunity to attack her from behind. Mara falls to the ground, and Damian declares himself the winner. Mara tells him that if he truly wants to win, he has to kill her. Robin refuses and tells his grandfather that he has won. Mara takes advantage of his distraction. She gets up and strikes him with her sword, making him fall to the ground. The leader is only disappointed in his grandson's actions. The Teen Titans have arrived at Infinity Island. A guard protects the entrance. Wally distracts him, while Raven sneaks up from behind and uses her powers to put him to sleep. He neither saw nor heard anything. The Fist of the Demon has decided to spare Robin's life and has imprisoned him in a cell. Robin is still wounded and lying on the floor. Suddenly, the cell door is blown open. Robin assumes it's Mara. He says he's ready for a rematch, but he is in for a surprise. His new teammates have arrived to rescue him. Starfire frees him and tells him that he shouldn't have run away like that. Damian insists that this was the only way to save them. She tells him he's wrong. They can save each other by working together. Robin refuses to accept the team's support. Raven doesn't care. She uses her powers to absorb Damian's pain, allowing him to heal faster. After a brief argument, Robin tells them it's time to escape. As they search for an exit, Stone ambushes them. The Fist of the Demon stands in their way. At the top of the island, Ra's al Ghul is giving Mara some final lessons. One of the guards arrives and informs him of the situation with the Teen Titans. Meanwhile, Damian is speaking with the Fist of the Demon. He tells them he left the League for a reason. The only way to survive on this island is by being a slave to Ra's al Ghul. Each of them has the choice to live a better life. Robin tells them the truth. When they were children, the leader kidnapped them and then told them that their parents had given them up for adoption to serve the houses of the League's leader. Ra's al Ghul killed any chance they had for a better life. Suddenly, the leader arrives with his guards. He denies Robin's words and claims that he saved them from the horrible future that awaited them. He orders them to stop talking and finish off the Teen Titans once and for all. However, the Demon's Fist does not obey. Plague asks if what Robin said is true. Did he really kidnap them? The leader is tired of this nonsense. He draws his sword and prepares to attack the Demon's Fist. Plague and the others are frozen in place. Fortunately for them, Damian arrives just in time to stop his grandfather. Meanwhile, both teams find themselves surrounded by the leader's guards. This time, the Demon's Fist decides to do the right thing and refuses to be controlled by the man who took them as children. Each member of both teams pairs up with their counterpart to form temporary duos and begin fighting. With these new alliances, the guards stand no chance against them. Meanwhile, Robin continues battling his grandfather. Ra's al Ghul tells him that he is a genetic waste, just like his pathetic cousin Mara. To the leader, they're all just pawns in a game of chess. Mara is left in shock upon hearing this. Meanwhile, the Teen Titans have defeated all the guards and are now ready to help Robin. The leader is cornered by Damian's new friends. It is time to put an end to his grandfather's empire. Robin asks the Teen Titans to defeat him once and for all. Mara asks her grandfather what to do. He tells her that she always stands around waiting for orders. which is why she is just as unworthy as her father. Before the Teen Titans can harm him, Ra's al Ghul throws a smoke bomb and escapes. Damian pleads with Mara not to go with him, but the leader appears behind her and takes her away. For now, the battle is over. The Demon's Fist bids farewell. They leave parting as friends. Starfire and Beast Boy ask Robin what comes next. Before Damian can respond, Batman arrives behind him and tells him he owes him an explanation. Shocked, Robin asks how he knew where he was. The answer is Goliath. He was the one who went to Batman to alert him of the situation. The Dark Knight asks why he didn't ask for help. Robin tells him he didn't need it. Everyone looks at Batman in surprise. Batman lectures his son, saying he has no issue with his new team, but they need to be supervised and guided by someone. Robin refuses and states that this team will not be under anyone's command, especially not Batman's. The Dark Knight tells him it's time to go home. Damian refuses. He says he won't return to Gotham City. He will be somewhere new, alongside his team. Sometime later, we see them in San Francisco. The new Teen Titans Tower is ready for action. No matter what the future holds, they will all face it together and fight as friends, no matter what happens. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.